It's been a while since my controversial review of Rocksmith Plus on bass. Seriously, if the thumbs down did anything, I would cry in my room all day. However, since that review, Ubisoft have released many updates on the game to entice players to stay for the subscription. Were these changes enough, or does the pizza need more time in the oven? Let's find out when I play Rocksmith Plus on guitar for 60 days. My name is Jack Jenkins and welcome to my YouTube channel where I do reviews and challenges for self-improvement. Let's rock with this review of 60 days on doing Rocksmith Plus on guitar. I wish I brought out my guitar, but I already threw it away in storage, so yeah, I won't have it out for the review.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
Before I begin, I recommend watching my Rocksmith Plus review on bass. Watch it and watch all of it. In it, it will give you an overview of the system and how it works. This video is going to be focusing on the changes made since I have made that review. I have previously determined that the game was not worth the subscription price due to so many missing features and the music is kind of lacking. Let's see if all the work Ubisoft San Fransico put in worked in making the game any better. Now, if you're sitting there waiting to see if my guitar playing journey has gotten any better, or if I've gotten better at playing the instruments, then you can see the video gameplay behind me. I still suck at playing the guitar, and I've gotten much better on the bass. My trouble is still with the chords and fitting all my fat fingers onto the little frets. If you are new here, then I have a playlist for this video, as well as many others that are under it called Learning Guitar. And within that, I've been reviewing different products to help teach me how to play guitar, usually doing a before and after footage sometimes. I didn't really do it for this one. This one, I've never really been improving it, so I just kept it as the blank. I'll never really get good since I play the instrument only about once every 6 months or something for these reviews. But all I really want is to get good enough to play some Blink-182, so it doesn't matter. Again, I haven't focused at all on improving guitar, and instead much more trying to enjoy and play the Rocksmith game, and that has been the focus of this review as well. So it's less about me playing guitar, and more on the review of Rocksmith Plus. Now let's get into my biggest complaint last time I reviewed this game. Ubisoft Connect. Holy crap, Ubisoft Connect is a broken pile of crap that can barely run on my computer, even after reaching out to tech support a few times. I kept getting network error, it kept crashing, and I have a pretty good beast of a computer. I was playing, I do all these game reviews in 4K through VR, so it's you should really be able to run a frickin' teaching software. I thought that I would have the same issue doing this in guitar. However, I was proven wrong. Since that review, something amazing happened. Rocksmith Plus is out on Steam. That means I can play the game without having to use that broken piece of crap Ubisoft client. Instead, it does use the client in the background, which stinks. However, the main focus is through Steam. And since then, it actually updated the Ubisoft launcher, and I've had no more issues since then. No more crashes or false starts or any of that, it's just working. That means that I can actually play the games that I've purchased, which is amazing. I'm sure Ubisoft support didn't really like to hear me constantly complain and constantly send them endless log files that my system produced when the thing keeps crashing. According to my count, the game crashed 3 times during this play, but that's much better than what it used to be in my previous review, which was pretty much every other day. I seriously have no idea why this thing can't run on my computer well, but whatever fix they did, they fixed it. Since then, the game has also added many new features that I've requested in the previous review. Instead of being kind of directionless with the interface, we now have these daily challenges to complete. 3 each day with the ability to swap one out if you don't like them. That little change added so much direction and focus for players to do that it's just insane. And then they also expanded that new player section. And they made discovering and playing songs a little bit easier. Speaking of, there's been a ton of amazing new songs that have added since the game was released and back in my review. We now have Metallica, which is just great. And these Metallica songs are the original tracks, which is just amazing. In fact, I had to swap out a few days of my guitar playing for bass just to get some of the songs. I'm sorry, guitar, but I do like playing bass a little bit better, and, there's no one better than Cliff Burton. Bass players do not actually take that as a serious comment, because then there's going to be a huge argument. We will be like, no, what about Rush? Metallica's nothing without Rush. They've also been expanding and doing a lot of new content. The guitar has already had more content than the bass, but since my reviews and since I started playing, it's been improved. It's still not on the level of something like Musician, but it's getting there. The search page has also been expanded to include tuning types and genre picks. There's been a lot of improvements in such a few short time. Seriously, since this review, there's been a couple of months, so they've done a lot in a few months. I played guitar from June 24th to August 21st and saw the game transform in front of my eyes. Don't worry, I am still playing the game as I record this video in November, so the information here I'm saying isn't really out of date. Unless you're watching this from like a year from now, then yeah, it's going to be pretty out of date. Watch a more recent review I have. Come on. Lastly, I want to get to the improved communication that Ubisoft and Ubisoft San Francisco is providing. Each month, they release a What's New to Rocksmith Plus video highlighting the new songs and content changes. This is then posted on the Ubisoft Rocksmith Plus YouTube channel, which I highly recommend subscribing if you join so you can actually see what's changing. That is a great addition to the overall communication plan that does make us customers happy. Seriously, companies suck at communication. Get better. However, I will have note that nothing has come up in the previous 2 months, so I hope nothing has been canceled in this regard. Seriously, this is an amazing improvement. The only thing better they could do is add a user voice so people can give ideas and vote on ideas. But seriously, the communication is improved. Do not go back. With all this said, is the game still worth purchasing? It's actually kind of hard to say at this moment. A few months after the game was released on Steam, Rocksmith 2014 was delisted, which is probably due to the music licensing issue. That means that the original Rocksmith and Rocksmith 2014 are no longer available to purchase and play digitally. That is bad because despite all of the updates, believe it or not, Rocksmith Plus is still missing so much new content. Not new content, original content that was in the first 2 games. There is still no career journey mode that was in the original game, which is awful because that was the main single player focus. It wasn't in 2014, and it's definitely not in this new one, which is mind blowing. There is no point system like there was in the original game. Both the 2011 and 2014 versions of Rocksmith had arcade minigames that taught you different techniques, Both of these are missing games within each other, and it's not even in Rocksmith Plus at all. Seriously, no arcade games. There's no online multiplayer. There's no different family accounts. There's no invisible notes to truly learn the song. There is just so much content missing in both the original games have. And it's a sequel. It's a direct sequel. I feel like you should have that. There are some things that are unique to Rocksmith Plus that aren't in the original games, such as the piano mode. But honestly, I haven't delved into the piano mode yet, but it doesn't really seem worth the price. I've just started playing the piano, but it doesn't really seem worth the price. $20 a month for Rocksmith Plus is absolutely insanity for a game lacking in so much content, especially when you compare that the original game you could purchase for $20 and play for as long as you want. Despite the giant push from Ubisoft, I still don't think Rocksmith Plus is worth the price of admissions. For this reason, the game has a 1.2 star rating on the PlayStation Store and a mostly negative Steam Store review. That reason is just the price. That is a lot of money, $20 a month, for not having that much content. I hate to say it, but if you do own the original 2014, you can custom download, go to the Custom Forge, and download all of these songs, plus thousands more, millions more even, for free. Ubisoft needs to do something big to convince us to migrate to Rocksmith Plus from 2014. And what they've done is great, but it's not enough. The game was released 2 years ago in such a bad state that all these updates and these monthly communication plans and all this stuff, it makes the game feel like it's almost ready to be released. That's how it should have launched. This is how it should have launched 2 years ago in 2022. It's 2024. There should have been so much more content, but Ubisoft wasn't really focusing on that, and instead let the game kind of rot for a year and a half, and are now trying to make up and fix the issues that it had for a year and a half. It's just, blah. With all that said, I still had so much fun with Rocksmith Plus. It's still so fun to learn how to play guitar, even though I'm not the best and haven't really improved. With all the competition in the space, musician, simply guitar, there's just so much. Just being good isn't good enough. I want to end my video with the statistics on me playing Rocksmith Plus. Here is my chart of playing the game for 60 days. This table will also be available on jack-jenkins.com website linked below. Whenever I bring up the site, because it's currently down right now. Over 60 days, I played the game for 20 hours, 23 minutes, and 18 seconds. That time is divided by 52 days since I take a day off each week to relax, which brings me to a total playtime of 23 minutes and 31 seconds per day of playing. That's not a bad amount to play each day. Like I said, I had a lot of fun actually playing the songs, listening to the music, learning how to play the guitar notes and all that said. It's just the price and the content, man. They need to get it together. Give me more content. Lower the price to $15 because that's what your competition is. It's $15 a month. Do that. So guys, that's it for today's video on Rocksmith Plus. Do you agree or disagree with my assessment? Then please leave a comment down below. Also leave one down below if you have any requests on challenges you want me to do. I will do pretty much any challenge that doesn't hurt me or get me to jail. My overall goal is to be able to routinely push out a video every single week with like a special exclusive release on my website. So that way I'm releasing 5 videos a month. Speaking of, visit my website at jack-jenkins.com. Link is in the description. I did take down the website to kind of swap out service providers, so hopefully I can have that site back up and running soon. I did start a job. I had like an unemployment video series, but I got a job recently, so I've been just crazy busy, but I'm hoping to be able to accomplish all this stuff. Follow me on Instagram and X at TrueJackJank. Lastly, have a fantastic day, everyone. All you guys watching are just so incredibly amazing.